back with another one. I'm gonna make me some flank steak on the grill. Then I got some pico de gallo, some Mexicano cheese. Throw them on some of these. Put it on the grill. Now, most people do their flank steak like super quick on the grill. Like they just barely put it on there and they just throw it on there real hot, real quick, and then cut it when it's like barely done. But what I like to do is I like to get it on there, set it on there each side for like 3 to 5 minutes. And that way it's like, it's done, but it ain't like bleeding bloody, but it's still tender. And then it's real good like that. Like you could just cut it up and eat it like that, or put it in the tortillas like I'm gonna do with some cheese and some pico de gallo. Probably what I end up doing is slicing up a little bit of it and just eating some, like half of it, because it's like a pound, 1.7, and it's expensive now. Right now, it's like, that was like $26, but I'll probably do that, just cut half of it up and snack on it, and then put the rest in like a wrap or a little tortilla. I got off early today. It's like 2:30. It's hot, so I'm gonna fire the grill up. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do it with the B&B charcoal or just with the basic Kingsford. I'll probably do it with the Kingsford. Just put a whole full load of the charcoal starter, whatever it's called, the little can. So I'll probably just do a full load, bank it all to one side, and just get it over the fire, grill it, get some grill marks on it, pull it, or even rest it on the cool side of the grill for a couple minutes. I got a new temperature gauge, so it'll be a little easier to gauge what temperature is at. So I like to put this foil down like a cutting board, then I can save my cutting board for cutting the steak. I was thinking about using this one. I was looking up in my cabinet and I found this one. This got sea salt, chili pepper, other spices, garlic, onion, sugar, and paprika. So maybe having a little, thank you, maybe having a little bit of sugar in it will help it caramelize a little bit. Then I also got this one, fire smoked, the usual, which has got rosemary, garlic, and lemon. So it says it tastes great on damn near anything, especially burgers, grilled vegetables, salmon, chicken, pork, crusty bread, and crispy potatoes. Rosemary, garlic, black pepper, and a pinch of cayenne. So I think I'm gonna do this. Go over it with this and hit it with this. I don't know what you said, not right now. This is my flank steak. A lot of people think that it's more like a skirt steak, but it's actually, it's like a little more thicker. That's why I said I don't just put it on there real hot and take it right off. But you can easily see the grain, so once it's done, you just cut against the grain. And that'll help it be a lot tender. So I normally just take some paper towels and dab it off. It's like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a thin film. Or like, I guess when the fat separates or whatever, or it has like some thick pieces of fat. And you can always trim that off if you want. I might just hit this little piece of hard fat right here, trim that down, but it don't have my silver skin on there, so that's always good. I touched my band a little bit with the meat now. It's a little weird, but I don't know how I'm gonna clean it. I guess I'll spray some Lysol on it. But anyway, just take a sharp blade, sharp knife, hit this hard fat right there. And see, it got a little bit of silver skin on it, right there. Do it so you can see what I mean. You want to try not to get into the meat, but since I'm doing it awkward, I'm not really doing a good job trying to show you. And you can tell the silver skin because it's like shiny. It's like literally silver. That's why they call it silver skin. I don't have none right now, but I normally would hit it with some avocado oil before I season it. But if you don't got none, that's cool. Like I don't got none right now, so. I do know I got a little bit of this spray, so I'm gonna use what's left. I just give the seasonings a little something to stick to. So I hit it like that. Flip it over. Then I always use which might be backwards to some people. Like if you're doing a brisket or something, you want your pepper to be on top, but doing a quick sear, I always hit it with the prime first. I'm gonna come back over top with the usual. Flip it over and just repeat. Bam, you got it all seasoned up. And just let it rest for a little bit. Let your seasonings marinate in there. Give it like 10-15 minutes while you're heating up the grill. Let the seasonings get in there. And I'm gonna go out, light my grill up, get it hot. Oh yeah, I finally sold that boat and trailer that I got. I had it for literally like 5 days, 6 days, then I sold it. My kayak motor. That's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna just get me a Titan X, either the 10.5 or the 12. Give me a little trailer and get that. But for now, that'll do. They almost the same width anyway. I'm trying to sell that, so when I sell that, that'll get me to the Titan. I gotta sell that. I tried to give it away to the guy that bought the little pond prowler and that trailer. He said if I still got it on the weekend or a couple days, he'll come get it. So I don't know how serious he is, but if he is, he can definitely get it. My son been out here messing with stuff. So yeah, that's what I was trying to remember, the charcoal basket, the lighter basket that you light your charcoal with. I'm gonna just fill one up, and that should get it hot enough to grill it off. My son was fake cooking on here. Now I gotta clean my grates off. Or my steak gonna taste like charcoal. So after I get the fire lit, I'm gonna take this in the house and clean that up. That's the only thing about grilling is, anytime you touch anything on the grill, it leaves black stuff everywhere. Like I said, I always take my ash catcher out while I'm lighting up the fire. It's hot out, so almost full. Almost full charcoal basket should be enough. I use 2 fire starters. It's literally perfect weather to go fishing. I should have went fishing. You know how sometimes you just tired, you don't even really feel like doing nothing. Just want to come home and relax, chill. Man, anybody like them cookies? I got 2 kind I brought home the other day. I brought home some Fig Newtons. And I used to hate them when I was a kid, and my kids don't like them. I got the strawberry ones. Now that I'm grown, I like them a lot. But when I was young, I hated Fig Newtons, and now my kids don't like them. My youngest one didn't like them. I ain't let my oldest, the 5-year-old, I ain't let him try them, but he was upstairs. But the other 2 didn't like them. The 2 middle boys. So I don't know what it is about Fig Newtons the kids don't like, because I sure didn't like them when I was little. So I'm gonna let that get going. I'm gonna go in the crib and wash this grate, since my son was playing with charcoal on top, so my steak don't taste like charcoal, and then I'll be right back. Just this, and if you got stuff all over your hands, that get it off too. So I just spray it on and then scrub it off with like a spare one that I ain't using for nothing else, because it's gonna make it black like tar. So I just kind of clean one side and then rotate it and clean the other side. A lot of people say it got seasoning on it, where it's like seasoned. So a lot of people don't really clean their grapes, they just scrape them. So I'm not really trying to get it shiny, but I'm just trying to get the top layer off. Now we got the steak sitting out. I've been snacking on these. Talking about these dark chocolate covered coconut and almonds. I've been snacking on these while the grill getting hot. We'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone, let the grill preheat and dry off the grates. Dressing all black today. Good thing it ain't sunny out. It's hot, but it ain't sunny. I'd really be hot. All right, so you can see it glowing real hot in there. Get my ash catcher back in position. Ash it. We're gonna keep it wide open. At the wide open mark. Those vents, keep them wide open, so it's gonna make it hot as it can, because remember, we grilling, not smoking. But just try to dump these evenly out. I always say shake the excess, because it can blow around underneath your grill and start a little fire. We got that in. We're gonna get our freshly cleaned grate. Now we got our hot side, then we'll have our cool side, but we basically just grilling that steak, so it's gonna go directly on the hot side, and then I'll probably put the top on 3 minutes, flip it 3 minutes. Let me cover my old, call that the extendo. That's the extra when everything don't fit on there. I mean, it's a hassle because you gotta light both of them, but it provides you with a hole because it's 26 and 26, so you'll get like a double grill. I always see the performer with the double side on it, so you'll have a grill here, a table, and then a grill on this side. I see people make them out of wood and some metal, but I also see the big, I forgot what it is, 60, 52, 42. It's that big giant kettle. Like they got the 36 one, I think, but then they got it's called the ranch. The rancher or the ranch kettle. And it's like huge, man. You can fit a couple turkeys on there, a whole bunch of ribs, so you can cook for a family reunion on that ranch. So now that we got the grate in, we got the top on, we're gonna let it come up to temperature, let it get hot as it can get, probably give it like 5-10 minutes, and then just throw the steak right on there. And while you're grilling it, we'll take the top off so it can get super hot. Always grab a piece of foil to ball up. Instead of using like a metal wire that'll leave wire in your food, you can just ball this up. Or if you happen to use the onion, like you can use a half of an onion. That's what a lot of people use. Got the steak over here. grill is up, 550. So I'm gonna take my wad. Now, as soon as you take the top off, you know the grill gonna get even hotter. And in this case, that's what we want. So I'm gonna take this balled up and just go across my grates. So you still got a little teeny bit of that black stuff off. So I took the top off. And I'm gonna ash it under so to have a clear airflow. Take our steak on the diagonal, get some grill marks, and we're gonna put that thing right down. And if the whole steak ain't over, you can always spin. There you go, just spin your grate. Now we're gonna time it. This is a little thick. Let's do 3 minutes. You see we got some flame shooting up, kissing the steak on the side, which is what you want. Because as the fat renders out of the steak and drips down onto the coals, it's gonna ignite some fires. Now, when it gets over too much flame shooting up, all you gotta do, so you don't burn it. My kids or somebody hit my grill top, or I banged it or something happened, but I got a dent that I never saw before. Anyway, so if you get too much flare up is what they call it. You just throw the top on, it'll tamper it down, and then we'll let it go for 3 minutes. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. All right, I went in and got my flipper tool, which I got, but I never even used before. But I got that flipper tool. I'm gonna try to use it today. And it's been exactly 3 minutes. So I'm gonna flip it and restart it. I'm gonna try to leave the top off as long as I can before it starts, before the fire starts really flaring up. But just in that 3 minutes, it got some nice grill marks on it already. And the food tastes so much better when you're grilling directly over the coals, and the fat, like I said, renders down the drip on the coals and puts that steam back off into the food. I don't know what it does, but it makes it 10 times better. So after the first flip, got some light grill marks, but we'll keep it going. Get a temperature on it. Thick part. Got some nice crust on there on this side. I'm gonna agitate these coals, try to get some flare up. So if you agitate your coals, it'll wake them up, essentially. We're at 2 minutes. At 1:50, I'm gonna flip it. 2, 1. All right, since we flip it, I'm gonna run in the house because I forgot to get something to put it on when I take it off. Oh yeah, you can still see it's juicy, so it ain't overcooked yet. That was 3 minutes. I'm gonna just try to work up some flare ups just to get some fire to kiss on it before we take it off and rest it. And I used to never be a fan, or I just wasn't knowledgeable about resting your meat, but that's like one of the most important parts of cooking or grilling, at least, especially when you're grilling high heat, is letting it rest. It lets all the juice stay in and it lets it get tender. Got some good char built up on it. So now it's basically done. So what I noticed about the Kingsford is it don't flare up as much as other stuff. Maybe because I put it on those dead coals that weren't lit yet or something. But man, when I use them B&B, or I use some, if I had some, if I had some chunk coals, that would have probably been a lot better. Let me get my ass catcher back so I can turn the grill off essentially. And turning the charcoal grill off just means cutting all the air. So this ain't no electric pellet grill, but we're just gonna get it on that, take it in the house, and let it rest for 5-10 minutes. Then I always put my vent side over the coals, then close it down. Shut it down, make sure it's ashed. And still see it's still juicy. So as you can see, it's still nice and juicy. So once we let it sit and rest, it should be perfect. I get the tortillas warmed up and cut my kids some slices, and then I'll show you what it looked like after I chop her down. Look at that steak, nice and juicy. Yeah, I'm gonna let it rest 5-10 minutes and heat up some of these tortillas. Get to it. The tortillas, I'm gonna be heating them up on the stove. I got it rested. The steak. It's just a couple seconds. Flip the tortillas. Some people like to just blister them, bubble them up. I think I'm gonna be the only one eating it out of tortilla, so I'll probably just do like 3. And then after you flip the tortilla one time, then just spread the cheese on it, and then it'll melt. All right, so I got that. So I'm gonna go ahead, you cut always against the grain. Turn it, and then you'll kind of cock your knife a little bit down, and then you'll just come through. And like I said, most people don't want it this done, but since I got kids eating it, I just made it a little bit done. And this end would be more for me, that's more for my kids, so this end would be less done. So it'll be more medium, I guess. Be super tender, just pull right apart. So it literally melt in your mouth. So I'm doing this. Take my tortilla, take some cuts of the steak. You can cut it this way too if you want, just to make it more uniform so you can wrap it up kind of like a taco. Got the steak, the cheese, then just go over top of it with the fresh pico. There you go. There you go, you got the flank steak. Little, I don't know if you want to call it taco, burrito, or what, but whatever it's called, is good. So so it's that easy, but we'll catch y'all on the next one.